I've been feeling called to make cacao. I feel like it's because of the new summer solstice. I have some cacao from Brazil. I bought this in Bahia. It's 100% cacao. And I'm gonna do about 4 tablespoons of this and mix a few little different things depending on what it is that I feel like. Sometimes I do like cinnamon, sometimes I do honey, always do honey, a little panela, concentrated brown sugar, and it tastes really good. Sometimes you go for a little cayenne pepper if you need a little heat in your life. You do what is called for you. Also have some cacao beans that I can roast and make into my own block. That is going to be interesting. I'm excited to do that. Okay, so we're going to start by cutting up some. You can do 2 tablespoons. It really depends on how much you think you need. If you've never had cacao before, it can be pretty potent for some people. They don't recommend it for people who are pregnant. Start off small and see how you feel. It's not going to be a crazy feeling either. What I tend to feel is just like a warmthness around my heart, and I feel grateful. But you also have to give yourself the space to feel those feelings, because there's been times where I've done it and then I go straight to work and I don't meditate. I don't give myself the time to really process any feelings or emotions. So I don't feel anything. And as you're doing this, think about your intention, what it is that you're looking to gain from this experience. Maybe it could just be to connect to yourself a little bit more. For me right now, it's to share this experience with others. Do some self-care at home, and it doesn't require a lot of effort. It more so just requires you giving yourself the time. You can see this is some really good cacao. So you should be doing anywhere between 3 to 3.5 tablespoons of cacao, ceremonial grade cacao, if you're trying to do a ceremony. I like my cacao a little sweet that I got from Brazil. Put cinnamon. Wanted to show you what the panela looks like. This one, because there's not that much left of it, but it's concentrated brown sugar. For me, I feel like it has essence, like it kind of tastes like plants, but it's also sweet, and I think it adds a really complex flavor to any sort of dessert. In Peru, we use it a lot, to dessert and to your cacao. So definitely look into this. You can find this at any Latino grocery or bodega. It's up to you to put how much sweetener you want. Don't put too much, but also you want to be able to enjoy it. So I look at this as like a treat. One thing to note, you should not be putting any sort of milk, dairy in this. If you're gonna put some sort of milk, maybe like a nut milk, but don't do that. Just like drink it straight. That's usually how it's done in most ceremonies. It looks like I've got the cacao, some honey, the chancaca, which is the piloncillo. My cup is a mess. It's gonna be good, and it's gonna open up your heart. You're gonna feel great. Lastly, a dash of sea salt, and not make it. There we go. That's it. Last time I was in Mexico, I bought this, I forget the name, but whisk your cacao together. It's made of wood. Usually, I feel like this tool is better if you have a lot of cacao, so that this, like it's going to be a pot up to here, and this would be moving, and this would be moving. But this is okay. This is the first time I'm using this tool. I usually use a matcha whisk, but I can't find it right now, so we're using this. Some people also put a little coconut oil in it, so I'm just going to do a little dab in here. And it's ready. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on my intention, set a playlist of music that I want to listen to. A lot of it's going to be ceremonial based type of music. Like for cacao ceremony, you could also listen to like hertz, different hertz, like 432, whichever one is good for your heart chakra. And then I'm going to meditate for a little. I got a little chocolate there. And if you want, you can journal. You can not do any of that. But what you do need to do is give yourself some time to just process what you feel. You're probably not going to feel anything for like 30 to 40 minutes. And you might not even feel anything, but it's all about your intention. So your intention is to give yourself the space to connect with your emotions, to connect with your heart, your inner self. Maybe it's to connect with a loved one, or to bring in the new season. This is a perfect time for summer solstice, even though like it passed already, it's still the beginning of summer, you know? So whatever your intention is, set that. Connect with the cacao. A lot of times I like to bring the cacao up to my heart because it's warm, and just breathe in, say thank you to the cacao, and that's it. See what comes up. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. Oh, also I like to light a little incense or copal, palo santo, whatever is in your current practice. Do it safely. And let me know if you have any questions.